Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
How was the weekend? Okay. Thank you for coming here once again. Today being the 10th of February 2025. This is my first training for the year. So I'll be taking on the topic maintaining a positive mindset, developing a resilient and positive outlook. Maintaining a positive mindset. Some may wonder, is there anything like positive mindset? But to every human, they are negative and they are positive. But I'd say good approach is always good to us to always go towards the positive side. So that is why this topic, I took my time to analyze how we can, in our own little way, develop ourselves and give out the best qualities and character we can always present. Now, our opening quote: great things happen to those who don't stop believing, trying, learning, and being grateful, by Roy T. Bennett. Great things happen to those who doesn't stop learning. Some people at times, after that first step, they make a mistake, they back out, they say they are not going anymore. And that's because their mindset is negative. If you have a positive mindset, you understand that, okay, if you write an exam from SS1 to SS2 and you fail, the best thing is not to change school or quit education. You start that year again, you give in your best with the right motivation, and you find out that, okay, that will take you to the next stage. In the present day in our lives now, everything is very, very hard. So gone are the days whereby you make a step and you achieve your results. So these days you have to do the second step, the third step, and the fourth step before you might even get the best of what you want to do. As much as we are salesperson too, selling to clients back then is not as easy as now. Because now a lot of people have priorities of what they really want to use their money for. But now, before you can at least strike a very good deal, you have to make efforts. You try again, and try again. So for people that have a negative mindset, you won't be able to have that patience to take that first step, take the second step, and also till the last until the person buys. So on our own side, so this quote tells us that we need to try again until we get our results. Now, the definition of today: what is positive mindset? This is a short definition. It's about viewing the world in an optimistic way and expecting success. Also that good things will happen to you. A lot of people have negative mindsets. There's no idea you share to them, they'll turn it down. That's not because they hate you or they don't like you. It's because their mindset is always very negative. Somebody with a positive mindset, whenever you share your ideas with him, he might have no idea what you're talking about, but because he has that open mindset that, okay, he can accept any information, anything you give to him, then working with you, he cannot build on that idea. Take for example, an architect comes to share an idea with me, like a 3D idea, let's say on the paper. I might not understand whatever he draws there. But when I take my time to listen and he explains to me further, I can now understand, okay, this is what he's trying to say. This 40 meter, this is what it means, that's what it means. So that is what the definition tells us. Be optimistic. You might not get the idea of what I'm saying, you might not hear my language or so, but at least when you know I'm coming towards this line, give me that listening ears, give me that open mind to always, okay, this is my idea, listen to it, then we cannot build on it. So that's what the definition tells us. And also, expecting the fact that good things will always happen to you. Nobody prays to come to the office and have an accident on the road. You're always open-minded. If there is something happening in front, you always tell yourself, okay, I will go through. There is accident, it will not happen to me. Or they are fighting out there, nothing will happen to me. I'll go to office and come back. That is the idea that, okay, something good will always happen to you. And the next, we have the key element of positive mindset. Here are some key elements developing positive mindset. Why are these elements needed? And I'll show you right now. First one is optimism. Some people are negative minded. Some people will tell you that, okay, I have 500,000, I want to go to the UK. You tell somebody that's a pessimist, he'll turn you down. Even if you have 100 million, you tell them, you say, you can't go to the UK with 100 million, you need 200 million or so. But when you're optimistic, you're always open minded. Okay, I have this. What can I do to get this? In the modern day, we've seen people, young entrepreneurs, grow themselves from. They don't have the amount to get a manager or get somebody to sponsor them. What they have is their phone and social media. They've been able to grow their business page, grow their content, because they're optimistic that, okay, I have 10 followers today. If I continue to make my post every 2 days by 4 p.m., I get followers, I get likes. Over time, I will grow my page from 10 followers to like 10,000 followers. So that has helped a lot of people, young business owners, to cut across the mindset that, okay, you need to be this big, you need to know like 10 or 50 people before you can now grow your business. But now, an optimistic person will always tell himself that, okay, this thing can be done. No matter, even if I have zero to nothing resources, but the fact that I have a mindset that I'm ready to work and put my strength towards something, I will always get a result. The second one is acceptance. Why is acceptance very important? Take for example, I come to the office and the door is locked. Nobody has the key to enter. I will not just give up my mind, okay, and let me go back home since there's no work. But I have to be at least accept the fact, okay, door is locked, there's no key. What can we do to at least find our way into the office? That's the first acceptance. Accept that there's a problem. You drive out with your car today, your car stopped working. At least accept the fact that this thing is bad. Then now start thinking of be open-minded and get the way around it. That's why the third one, resilience. Acceptance and resilience come with each other. It's when I accept that, okay, there's a problem, that's when I can now take the next step to ensure that I find a solution to the problem. A resilient person will not take no for an answer. He will not even take half for an answer. He has to ensure that he gives his best. He gives it again and again and again, and ensure that, okay, I put in my effort and ensure that to a point, okay, I will get the result to whatever is the problem or get the best of what I have. A lot of young people out there are young business owners, young people with ideas that there's no money to back it up. By the time I pitch to a colleague, it turns it down. I pitch to my boss, it turns it down. I pitch to it, turn it down. I will not accept no for an answer because at least to a point I have this resilience, this confidence that, okay, this is what I can do. One of the movies I watched some time ago, I think by Tyler Perry, there is Taraji P. Henson and one of that, I'm trying to remember the name of the movie, that she was dating a guy from high school, yeah. The guy has a plan that he wants to build a battery. A battery can generate light to a point that over the years that after a while, at least people that live in remote areas can use that battery to power their houses without the mainstream electricity. He tried his best for years. So they were dating at that point. They got married at some point. It got to a point she could not take it anymore. She divorced the guy due to advice from her sisters and this thing. So after some years, he came back to her to give her a check, a large amount of money, telling her that thank you for sticking by me back then. My battery is now a hit. I became very rich. They paid me this, they paid me that. So that is somebody that has resilient spirit. As much as he was chasing a goal, there was nothing he was thinking about apart from that particular thing. The same thing when you go to the academic line, you see somebody tells you that he's doing a PhD, others are doing this in 3 years. He has been going for 10, 12 years. Not because his topic might be something that needs years and years of research. So that resilience is a spirit for everyone out there that want to push something for themselves. You don't need somebody to talk you down, and you just change your plan and go to the next phase. Now, gratitude. A very, very important part is gratitude. Gratitude, okay, let me start with journaling. Gratitude journal helps you to plan your day, and everybody is expected to always start his day with a positive mindset. If I write my gratitude and things I'm happy about things I'm grateful for that day, whether it's even on my gratitude journal, the negative thing comes out of positive. I tried to do this yesterday, I could not accomplish it, but I'll try again today. That was negative, but in my book it's positive. So gratitude is something that helps us put our mind on the positive side that, okay, things will get better and I can do my best. The fifth one is consciousness. A lot of people are not always aware of the fact that it is what you say to yourself that will give you that energy to kick. My shoe is bad. Instead of you to agree, okay, I'm conscious of the fact my shoe is bad, I have to do this. No, you say, no, it is star, it is this, is that. Be conscious of your environment, conscious of, okay, this is what I have right now. I have 10 naira, my goal I need 50 naira, but the consciousness puts you in the mind that, okay, this is what I have. So instead of me to take this step in 1 hour, I might take it in 3 to 4 hours because of what I have. So that consciousness of telling yourself that, okay, this is my state, this is what I have, this is what I can do, this is my situation at the moment, then it's a very positive thing for us. The next part is application of positive mindset. Positive mindset is not it's not a food we eat, it's something we should be intentional about and put in our everyday life. Now I pick 3 parts. I pick parenting, I pick health, and I pick workplace. The workplace is our major core because of where we find ourselves today. Now health. Positive mindset increases lifespan. For someone that has positive mindset, you won't be worrying about whatever is happening there or there or there. People are fighting it as a business. You are more concerned about your environment, yourself, and ensure that the people around you get the best of your good energy. It lowers rate of depression. For someone that has positive mindset, you won't be worrying about things that does not concern you. This is when I'm always worrying about that person, this person, that person. People come and drop their problem on you, and that weighs you down, depresses you more, until the point that you might have a bad health. So for someone that is at 70 and you don't have depression, you don't have your blood pressure is balanced, that means at least to a point you give yourself that positive view. Some adults will tell you, okay, they wake up in the morning, they take 10 to 15 minutes walk, they come back home. Whereas some adults will just be at home, they call this one to bring this, call this one to bring that. So all those things are ways that people talk to themselves and give the best of themselves. So it gives you better psychological and physical well-being. Positive mindset. I listen to good podcasts, good music. I work out. I do things that keeps me away from the negative. All those things will give me a very, very good life. For somebody that have less worries, it is more factual that okay, you will live a good life. You won't have much worries. Now the second part is parenting. Application of positive mindset in parenting. Showing children love, warmth, and kindness. You find that a lot of kids today don't have this. A lot of kids today, their parents are out of the house by 5 a.m. to go to work. They come back by 9 p.m. The father doesn't have the chance to get that bonding with the child. So, in one way or the other, the mother is doing many things to ensure that the child is okay. So that child most times lack love, lack warmth, lack those kindness they get. That is why you see some children outside, some behaving in some very erratic behavior. So why some have some well-formatted behavior because, okay, they're coming from a place whereby they got love, they got kindness and everything. So guiding children to act the way you want and impact their peer group. If I train my child well, I'm very positive that it will be an impact among his friends. There are some friends that, okay, what they do is that from during their break time, they go to eat their food or they go to buy things. But some children in school, during their break time, they jump the fence, they go and play game and stuff. So if I train my child in a positive way, it will impact him and his peer group, especially because one bad egg can always corrupt at that very tender age. One bad person can always corrupt those children because a lot of them have higher mindsets, they are impacted by where they grow from, their family. And when they come to school and put that behavior on your child, you see that negative impact on that person. But if the person is coming from a house that if parents practicing positive mindsets, that child will have those positive qualities he needs to grow. Sending powerful messages. You are loved, you are good, you matter. So some Bako children like us, we don't understand this part. But when we see people taking their kids to school, start telling their children, I love you, do this, you are the best. Those little words will ensure that child is coming from a place of love. You will easily tell from the way that child acts, the way he shows love to people. A lot of adults can fake things. Okay, I can say I like you, but it's all fake. But when you see small children giving those little acts of kindness out of love, if some parents tell their child, I love you, they'll be like, really? When we start that? But to some children, they started it very small. On the part that, like me, if my dad tells me I love you, I'll be shocked, like, hello. Yeah, I'll check if they are coming out somewhere. So, but some kids, it's normal. If the dad is going to the work and the dad didn't pick them or tell them I love you, that children might have a bad day. So most of them, okay, you tell me, dad didn't kiss me goodbye. We are online, we see a lot of these videos. Dad didn't kiss me this morning. Then the mom will not call the dad that you've left there, you didn't kiss your child. Maybe the father might do a video call or just words. We find out that growing up, there are some children that came from polygamous home. Children with one father and 4 wives and plenty children. They are more organized and formatted than children that grow from a single home and just 3 kids. And that's because there's a practice of positive mindset in the house. The man that has polygamous wife ensures that he gives his wives everything they need, and they in turn gives those same things to their children. And they understand that in a polygamous home, wife A, if my child is responsible, wife B, your child must be responsible. Because if your child is irresponsible, wife B, the husband will blame you straight. So there's a competition in the house. So if wife A has very brilliant children, there's a tendency of wife B to have very brilliant children, compared to a monogamous home whereby the father and the 3 kids, and there are no law guarding the house, they are just disorganized. So it's very, very funny back there. You see that, okay, this child is coming from a polygamous home and they are disorganized and distant. While this one coming from a monogamous home is just tattered. It goes from the mindset in the family. The father does his part, he shares the money, ensures that, see, if wife B does wrong, he will tell you, look at wife A doing well. That's why I give her money, that's why I sponsor their children. So those things help the family to, in their own way, set themselves. So there's this positive competition in the house. I know I can't fight you, but at least I have to do such a way that my child will be successful. So that is that for parenting. Now the third application is the workplace, which is where we find ourselves. The workplace is a very important place presently in the economy, in everywhere in the world. As young people, we all have to go out there to work, whether remotely or whether full-time. We are all in the workplace. Whether you are buying, whether you are selling, it's all the workplace. So the workplace has its own ethics, it has its own irregularities. So that is why it's very important for us to always give topics like this in the workplace to ensure that we can always get the best of ourselves. So in the workplace, there are departments, they are called their hierarchy. Where there's hierarchy is very important. There's hierarchy, there's the boss, there are the directors, there are people, the head of departments. So all this, if there is no positivity from the top, it affects the team members and it affects the company in general. So I started from creating a positive environment to customer care. This is the last part of every servicing or production company. There has to be customer relation. But let's start from creating positive environment. When I come into the office, it's the office neat. First things first. If the office is neat, it can determine how the people there will comport themselves. I used to be around some of our elder brothers then. They have different workplace. Some work in the private, some work in the government sector. So I was fond of them. So there was one time I was with them. I had where they were brand themselves. One of them works with the furniture company, is doing well. The other one works in a local government company, a local government office. So anytime they want to yab themselves, they speak in Yoruba. So the one that works in the furniture company will say, you think it's like your office that is a stupid office. Yeah, if you want to enter your office, you use your leg to hit the door, you scatter, you always, every day somebody's on sick leave, prayer house because of the environment around there. If you go to a government office, some staff don't even come like in a month. Okay, Lagos is still better, there's so much eyes and everything. At some states you go to, the chairman has not come to the office in like 3 months. He doesn't care. Some 6 months compared to someone. So the work etiquette there is very, very poor. You come to work when you want, you come when you don't want. So now, create a positive environment. How do the people in the office interact with themselves? If the CEO is the person that's someone that the people under him, they will give the same energy. Your CEO will tell you connect that one, you tell your colleague, you know better, all those kind of things. So when the energy is negative, it messes up the environment. So in a place whereby positive mindset is core, whereby the CEO can walk up to the least person in the group, how are you doing? This and that, share that positive energy. It's not because money is very important, but there's a way you treat people that you make them feel okay, important, and be intentional about it. Because in the modern day, there are a lot of people fake things a lot. Somebody that come to you, somebody that don't talk to you, don't laugh, it might come to you and smile with you, think he likes you. Before you know, next 2 days you see yourself on social media that I was helping a poor person. Those kind of things. There's real fake out there. So it takes a lot of intentionality to ensure that we are out there to do the best for ourselves. Creating a positive environment. I like a positive environment because normally I grew up in a very happy family, very positive family. But the environment generally is a very negative one. But for the fact that my nuclear family is very strong and very, very well knitted, I didn't have that issue. The environment didn't impact me as much as my family would do. So that is one thing. If the environment is positive, I work from here from 9 to 4 every day. The amount of positive energy I get from here, except I'm a useless person, I can go out there and give that same energy out there because, okay, sit down. You get to a point, I'll come out here to train. Everybody will come out here to train. All these things are things that makes you, okay, the things I've been hearing, how well can I put it out to the people? How well can I do it in my team? That's how you find out that a company has eight departments, but 4 are doing well. Not because they have the best or because their work is easy. It's because of the fact that their department has this positive energy around them that, okay, everybody understands that I don't have to be older. I don't have to be telling you, okay, I'm not your mate, I'm older than you, before I can show you respect. Give that place, that peace, it needs that positive serenity so that the people there can at least give that same energy around. The second, demonstrate leadership capabilities. This is very important. A lot of people, leadership get to their head that they tend to disrespect everybody around them. I'm the leader, you must listen to me. No, it doesn't work like that. As much as they have to listen to you, you have to find a way to communicate your ideas, your things you want to tell them in a very decent way. Some people are very, very hardworking, but you don't like being corrected in public. Understand this person, okay, this person did this, sorry, can I see you 15 minutes after you close or immediately before you go home? You pass the message, you talk to that person, ensure that you pass the message the right way and that person doesn't feel bad or anything. So the leaders have a role to play. There's a leader from the top to the department to different heads, even different committee at different points. A lot of people use okay, they made me, I'm not the leader, I'm the assistant in my group. But because they made me the leader to this particular project, I have to ensure that I bully the same people the way they bully me. So those are not ways that we get the best of ourselves. Now, increase productivity level, yeah. If your workplace is better, take for example my department, I have to ensure that, okay, as a team leader, I ensure that if we have good relationship, we are going to produce very well. Back then in secondary school, there's this topic we did in economics, division of labor. If my team is well organized and we devise our work process, there will be specialization and we can always deliver in due time. But take for example, there's the tech team has like the best hands, But the tech team they're always the one to always deliver last, and that's because a lot of people there don't like themselves. This I want to tell you this, I want to tell you that. So, but if there is good relationship, good positive mindset amongst the leader and the team members, there will always be increased productivity level. We don't have to work from 9 to 9 p.m. before we ensure that we deliver well. If we start every of our projects by a small meeting, a team lead talks to his members, we know our plan, we designate duties for ourselves. Before you know it, we start it, whatever tasks we have, we think we can accomplish in 20 hours. We can do it in 10 hours because we are very open, very loving to ourselves. Now the last one, customer relation, is the energy we give ourselves at the office. That's what we can give to our customers. Take for example, you enter into an office, from the person you meet at the door to the person you meet at the least person talks to you in a very decent way. I'll still give you an instance of one day a lawyer came into the office, a senior lawyer, the man should be like in his 50s, early 50s. He came into the office to complain of a report from a client. So he came into the office, he met me, I talked to him. Okay, he said it's a barrister. I said, that's nice. He now asked the question, do we have lawyers in this office? But he asked on the very wrong day, because on that day we had 3 lawyers in the office. We had Barrister Mayawa there, we had Barrister Dami, we had Barrister Sheon. The guy was like, this small place, why are you guys doing 3 lawyers? So everybody has their duties. So he met with Barrister Mayawa. I introduced the man as a lawyer. She saw him as a senior colleague. She stood up, she shook hands with him. She talked to him very well. The man was happy. She talked to Barrister Mayawa. She gave her the normal baby vibes and everything. The man was happy. He talked to Barrister Sheon. So you can see the same energy, the same conversation they had. Those people delivered like, this is me. I have respect. I have courtesy. He talked to them in good time. So that man not being a customer, or with the energy measuring, there's 3 different people at 3 different points. Can I say, okay, I'm not a customer, but with what I've seen here today, I can ask, okay, I want to buy an. So that is one thing about keeping that positive mindset, keeping a positive environment. So we move on to the next, the closing quote for today. Positive anything is better than negative nothing. What this means is that for anything, for any idea we have, let's always open a positive mind. If I used to use accounting as an example and architecture, those things to me are very, very tough. So when you come and explain whatever you're doing, I'll just look at you like, you think, but I don't understand. But at least I have to keep a positive mind open that, okay, this is what you are saying. Let me give you listening ears. Then I can now chip in 1 or 2 questions. So keeping your environment positive is a very good way to grow yourself, a very good way to help your team. And also, a negative nothing. Avoid people that give you negative energy. My best friend might be my best friend because we do everything together. When it comes to, okay, I want to plan my life, I want to do like a 2025 plan, I might not share with that my best friend because he has this negative part of him that anytime I tell him something, he turns it down. I tell him something, he turns it down. We saw a lot of people had bosses like that, okay, you take your idea to your boss will turn it down. Or your boss will take the idea, then when your boss goes to like his or her clique, they discuss whatever they want to discuss. Those people might just be like, that's nonsense. And over time, you now see that, okay, this same your boss will now come back and tell you to do this thing. The same idea she scrapped you last time. I'm saying this from example. I didn't want to hit the nail on the head. So be positive enough to at least hear people, listen to them. There's no most brilliant person. You might be the richest person, but you can't be the most brilliant person. People bring ideas from different point of view, different area, different experience. The idea I might share to you, I might share in your, okay, you share an idea to me, the opinion I might give you on that idea might give you the biggest break you need. So that is what this part talks about. So thank you very much for your time. For any question, contribution, or comments, you can put this in the comment section below. Thank you very much.